What's up, guys? We are live. We're gonna figure out what outfit we're gonna wear for waste management for the pro-am that I'm playing in Wednesday here in Scottsdale. So I have a paper of my suggested looks of what I should wear, and this is what we're thinking about so far. We have a pink shirt with white pants, white belt, and a white hat with some the new white Jordan Spieth shoes. What? Are you laughing at my outfit? Schmitty's over here cracking up, dying, laughing. Oh, my belt. We have let's see, what other shirts do we have? We got pink and blue. We got red, white, and blue. We got gray and two different shades of blue. We have white and blue. We have a blue belt, we got a white belt, we got jackets, we got a navy blue jacket, little quarter zip. I'm pumped though. I'm playing with Jordan Spieth this week, so pretty stoked, pretty excited to watch him play. It should be pretty fun. The guy is obviously truly amazing. He does some pretty amazing things on the golf course. I'm pumped to get to watch it firsthand. I never played with him, never met him before. So looking forward to that. Very excited about it. I've been playing a couple rounds of golf lately, trying to get everything nice and tuned up and ready to go. So yeah, it should be a fun week. We got, and then we got the Super Bowl after that. Nicole and I are going to the Super Bowl. I have an event down there, and then just chilling and watch the game. All right, so I got a lot of people that like the pink. Pink is good. The gray looks nice. Okay. Boomer just went down for his nap. Under Armour are sponsoring hunters. You'll never buy the brand again. I'm sorry that you think that, Marco. Each their own. I have been with the company for a long time, and I love it. I loved them before I even signed with them, and I mean, Under Armour I think does a lot of really good things, especially in the city of Baltimore and trying to grow throughout the world. They're the best. I did shave. Yeah, I shaved last week or this past weekend. I was kind of just over it. And I was getting gray. I got a lot of grays down here, so it stinks. But oh well. Salt and pepper, I guess we'll see how it looks in the next couple of years. And the girls are over here just laughing at me right now. Should you wait half hour before going in the pool after you eat? I don't know. I didn't. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I used to always jump in the pool after eating. I used to eat. Sometimes I used to snack as I was swimming. The landing in Fort Wayne was unbelievable, huh? It was so fun. I've never landed on a baseball field before, so that was kind of cool. Boomer's good. He's asleep. He's passed out. He just went down for a nap. We are going to the Super Bowl this year. I think Nicole and I are just going to head down. I think Boom's going to stay home. So yeah, Boom is great though. He's crawling all over the place. Toys are everywhere. It's fun. No Tokyo 2020. We're not going to start that one again. You guys start it every day we're in here. Who am I rooting for this year? I'm rooting for Atlanta. Atlanta all the way. I mean, I think that's my locker key. That's my locker key for the golf course. How long have I known Nicole for? I've known her for, it'll be 10 years in July. My plans for the next Olympics, not competing. Not competing. Going to watch. Allison might go and swim.
Thank you. Yeah.
You might go swim in 2020.
Oh, yeah.
Allison's in the water. She's training already.
Thanks
No?
for the credit.
You're welcome.
Shout out. You want to race?
Any takers in racing Allison? She wants to race. She wants to see what she's got and see what she's got to improve on for the next couple of years. The most exciting thing about being a father, every day you get to see something different from Booms. I think that's something that's really awesome. He just like crawls all over the place and is jumping all over the place. He waves at Schmitty now. Juno. Yeah, we're just, no more 4 more years, Cameron. No, come on, dude. No more. No more 4 more years. I want to come back to Scotland to golf, yeah. Who do the Browns take first? Probably Deshaun Foster. Or Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson. I'm not at the store. I'm at my house. Do I have a black and black? With this outfit?
Gray.
Gray belt, probably. Because the Under Armour is gray on the hat. What event am I doing at the Super Bowl? I'm going, it's called, what is it called? What is it? Big Game Give Back or something?
Big give back. Hang on.
I have to see exactly what it's called.
You're winning an award too. Big game, big give.
It's called Big Game Big Give. A friend of mine who I've gotten to know through the poker world is one of the guys I'm seeing at Jamie Gold, and he invited. So it's basically like some people are like learning to play cards, and then it's a big kind of like an award, and there's a huge dinner, and it's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I have a bunch of friends that are in Houston that live there, and it should be a fun trip. And then I have a buddy of mine who's also throwing a get together down there the same night. Baltimore guy, Ray Lewis, having a little party, so I'm gonna go stop by. I did play other sports growing up. I played lacrosse, baseball, soccer, and I swam, basically all at the same time. So it was a crazy Saturday. The wedding was in October. Favorite stadium experience besides Baltimore? The Big House. I think going to watch a Michigan game, I think, is pretty sick. I know it's something not from the Ravens, but going to a college game at Michigan was really awesome. Really, really, really awesome. Pretty incredible. Pretty incredible place to see a game. I do not swim long distance in the ocean. Definitely not for fun. If I swim anything, it'll be popping in the pool and just swimming for an hour or so. Wait, what did that say? Something about music. I did. I worked out already. Yeah, I worked out for like 45 minutes, hour outside.
What are you gonna do?
Shoot, I was like, the music. The music I have right now is barbecue hip hop barbecue or something. That's what's on outside. There's a bunch of like old school hip hop and stuff. What? I don't know. They just said what kind of music are you listening to right now, and I just said what I have on right now. There was some Eminem on there outside when I was working out. That was pretty awesome. I started training in Baltimore when I was at Meadowbrook. That's where I learned to swim.
How old were you?
When I started swimming? I was 7 when I started swimming. When I learned to swim fly, I was probably 8, 9. I have a lot of things that I'm going to be doing now in the future. Some things with mental health, some things with learn to swim. Continuing to grow the sport of swimming is what I truly love. It's a passion of mine to be around the pool and just help out where I can. It's a different part of my life now, and it's pretty awesome. Am I wearing braces? No, I don't have braces on. Nope, no races. I don't know if they're telling me my teeth are messed up or what. Yes, it is Schmitty. Schmitty is over here, and Nicole is here as well. Boomer is napping. It depends. He naps for anywhere between an hour or 2 hours. He napped for 2 hours yesterday, and I thought I was gonna have to go in and check on him. I was afraid that he wasn't moving, but he needed his nap, I guess. One sec, guys. Schmitty just brought back lunch. Schmitty brought back some lunch for us. So we're having Jimmy John's and Jimmy John's and some chips. Is my son going to swim? If he wants to swim, he'll swim. I mean, I don't think I want to pressure him into doing something. That's nice tag still in it. Those of you who are just joining, I am just trying on some stuff for my Pro-Am that I'm playing in this week with Jordan Spieth. Waste management, playing, I'm pumped. It wasn't my first time in Rio. I've been there before. I loved it. I mean, I have a great time whenever I travel down there. Been down there a handful of times and been able to work in some of the favelas, and obviously being there for the games has been just absolutely incredible. I think it's really awesome just what they did and how they put on the games. I thought it was phenomenal. What kind of sandwich did I get? I got the Beach Club, no sprouts. That's normally what I get. That of the JJ Gargantuan is pretty good. I don't know when they'll be. Hopefully in 2024 they'll be able to get the games here in LA. I had a conversation with somebody today about it already. I was doing some work with kind of maybe helping decide a few things, possibly to hopefully get the games out here. Oh, Boomer loves his Tula. He loves his Tula. He's so chill in his Tula. I still get cupped. I get cupped all the time. Swim coach in the future. My swim coach in the future, I have to learn a lot of patience. That's one thing that's also really hard for me to do, especially around the sport of swimming, because it's something I love so much. And for me, I feel sometimes that I could be probably fairly hard on people. Just say I want the best for everybody in the sport, and I just want everybody to get it and to be the best that they can be. So maybe I might get a little annoyed or frustrated, but I think it's good to be able to have Bob and I work together where we can kind of work with like two different minds, and I see some things that he might not see, or I might have ideas that he might have. Like we might just be able to mix some of the ideas and the things that we see together to really improve and help a swimmer. How much swimming do I do now? Not that much. Zingerman's? Zingerman's? Who ordered us stuff from Zingerman's? Oh, nice. I don't swim as much as I used to. I'm trying to maintain a weight and trying to build some muscle back, and for me to be able to lose weight swimming, I probably have to swim a lot more than I want to right now. So if I do, I go in and I swim, 2,000, 3,000, whatever it might be, just to kind of release some, I guess, get my head right, or just to be able to relax and feel good in the water. I think that's something that I love the most. I'm trying to work with USA Swimming and figuring some things out. I think we have a lot of great ideas of how we can help the sport and also help people just become water safe. Under Armour sends me stuff from time to time. I've been working with them for a long time, and they sent me some stuff to get ready for the golf event this week, and with Jordan and I playing together. I do use, it's not endless pools, I use master spas. It's a company that I've worked with for the last couple of years, and we've been able to build a stationary pool. I mean, a pool that has jet propulsions where you're able to swim in place and work on some small things. And for me, it was amazing. I don't know if you guys saw the last couple week or so. I was just with them in Fort Wayne, and we were able to have some ideas, get some ideas together, things that we can do to improve and make the swim spot even better. That's something that for me is a passion. I haven't had a hole in one. I want to. 6 inches was my closest. I have a buddy who is 17, which is just absurd. It's so frustrating, but one of these days I'm going to get one. One of these days I'm going to get one. Hopefully we go back to Cabo soon. We miss our place down there, and we'll hopefully get a chance to come down after we get done traveling a little bit. Water safety is so important. It's something that I plan to work on a lot more now that I'm finished and I have the freedom to travel and to talk about it a little bit more. My diet has completely changed. I definitely have to watch sort of what I'm eating, and I know it's not the same because I'm not working out. I'm not swimming 16,000 miles or 16,000 yards a day and working out for 4 to 5 hours. So that's something that I definitely have to pay attention to. But it's challenging. But now I'm just trying to maintain a weight and to get at a healthy place where I want to be. And I think it's good for me to have those other goals that I had growing up as a sport. Or in the sport. Sorry with us, me and Peyton retiring, sorry. Peyton's still involved in the game, and I'm still involved in the sport. We're just not competing anymore. Sometimes we got to call it quits and move on. And for me, I've been so fortunate to be able to have some of the opportunities that I've had and to be able to win some of the medals that I've had. It's just been great. No, we named him Legend just because he's a legend. I mean, Legend he's a nut job. He's insane. He's one of a kind, and I think it's something so fun to watch him. I don't know if I'll be commentating at Worlds. I think I'd like to get into the sport more that way and maybe help the guys if I can. But those guys are great. I love having Dan and Rowdy there. They're so knowledgeable about what they say and what they do on air, and they've been great voices for the sport. I was training 4 to 5 hours leading into the games, just daily. The best thing in my life right now is just my family, being able to travel and see them, every day. We've had a couple weeks where we've been able to have some downtime, so it's been nice. What else we got in here? I want to come down to Australia. I'm hoping to get to be able to come down there and spend some time down there. Hopefully by the end of the year we'll be able to make it down. USRPT? No, I don't do USRPT. I never did USRPT. Didn't work for me. It's not something that would work for the things that I do. For me, I trusted everything that my coach did, and I think Allison could say the same exact thing. How Bob trained us is the way that we both needed it, and it helped us. So certain coaches have different philosophies, and USRPT it's probably right for the right event, but it wasn't right for me with the events that I swam. So we never did it. I mean, I worked on stroke stuff and race-based stuff, but it wasn't daily. We had something different that we had to work on every single workout, and that was just something that we always did. And Bob knew what to do. I am going to Waste Management. I'm playing the Pro-Am, and probably going to be around the next couple of days to watch. Federer was awesome. That was such a sick match to watch. I saw the highlights the next morning. I fell asleep in the first set, and it was pretty wild. I mean, that guy's a beast. Old man strength. He just old man strength in the Daw. But watching those two play tennis in the match they've played, the matches they've played throughout their career have been absolutely insane. Oh my Lord, they've played some of the best tennis matches probably in history. I think it's something it's pretty insane. Some of the athletes that I've been able to compete in the same time as them, and we've been able to just see the greatness that we've seen in so many sports. I mean, you go from football to tennis to to Tiger and the big three now in golf, and I mean it's endless. It truly is endless on the amount of greats that we've been able to witness in the sports world over the last 10, 20 years. So it's going to be more exciting, I think, watching in the future and seeing what athletes, really take off. You've got so many great athletes coming up in every single sport, and it'll be fun just to, as an ex-athlete and a diehard sports fan, just to be able to see what these young bucks can do. I don't talk about politics, guys. It's something I refuse to talk about. I have my own opinions, and they stay with me. I loved Athens. I loved Beijing. Those Olympics were great. I think everything has differences. Every Olympics is different. Every city is different. So I think being able to go to these certain cities and experience sort of how they set up their Olympics and how they run it, even World Championships, it's been great to be able to see some of the cities now that I'm done and retired. I think for me, it's going to be cool to have the chance to take my family and to travel and see these places for really the right reasons, and to be able to see the actual city instead of just seeing the hotel and the swimming pool. I read most of the comments, yeah. Some of them come in pretty quick, but I try to get all of them, and I thank you guys for tuning in. I mean, you talk about politics. We live in the greatest country in the world, and as an American, and I love it, and we sometimes have to, I don't know, change, and we have to accept change, and I think that's something that Americans do so well, and we've been able to do so well in the past, and I think as long as we unite and we come together, I think we'll make it through these 4 years. We'll make it through the next 8 years. We're always going to have ups and downs in everything that we do in life. It just depends on how you handle those ups and downs. Who will win the tournament this week? I don't know. It's going to be cool to watch some of these golfers. Obviously watching Ricky. Ricky played really well last year, lost in a playoff. Having the chance to see Jordan here. Bubba's coming back out. You have a bunch of people out there that'll be able to score low, and I think it's something about this course that's so special is 16. That stadium seating where you're going to have 20, 30,000 people yelling, screaming, heckling you. It's tough. Like going and standing on that tee box as people are going wild. It's almost like you just want to get up and hit, but you have to stay so relaxed and just enjoy the moment. I think that's something that for me, playing a couple of pro-ams, I've been able to realize and just enjoy myself. And I did get booed 4 times on 16 last time I played this hole, so hopefully I'll be able to make it on the green and stay on the green and be able to sink a putt. We'll see how it goes, though. Oh, you guys are firing off comments. I can't even read them this fast. Advice to start training for an Olympics? It takes 4 years to really prepare mentally and physically. You just got to figure out what you want to do and how you want to get there. You have to have goals, obviously, and you have to be able to figure out a plan that help you get to that point. And I think it's challenging, but it's if you want something bad enough and you want something that really inspires you and motivates you to get out of bed every day and do something, then you should be able to have those goals written down where you see them every day, and hopefully it makes a difference.
And it's more than 4 years. He spent his whole life doing this. And look how successful he was. And the sacrifices he made.
That's another big one. You have to be willing to sacrifice. That's something that is a big word. And like Allison said, I trained my whole life for this. It didn't just come overnight. For me, it was something that I started swimming when I was 7, and I'm going to be able to get to this point where I'm now 31, retired, been in 5 Olympics. It's been an incredible run, but it's also been really challenging. So, for me, it was just so enjoyable for me to do what I did. I loved it. I wonder if the vest fits. A little vesty action, Schmitty, Nicole? So, all right. gonna take one more question, guys. I'm gonna pop off. I got you lunch. Boomer does want to come to Hawaii. Daddy and Mommy want to come to Hawaii too. All right, we're gonna take one more question, I think. Thank you. Just different part of the outfit. Just added a little piece of clothing to the outfit. Oh, nice. Outfit's on point. Love it. I'm eating Jimmy John's for lunch, guys. The vest makes me look younger. Oh, wow, thanks.
All of you look like the best.
All right, Wayne says in the last one. I'm rooting for the Falcons. You know, obviously you see greatness like Tom Brady, and it's, you know, I think it's going to be tough to beat them. It's also tough to stop the offense. I think it's going to be a close game. I hope it's a shootout. I love seeing shootouts, and just a good game. That's all I want to see. You know, obviously I should root for Tom and for Michigan and for Under Armour. I just like watching great athletes go out there and compete, and what Brady and Belichick do is truly phenomenal, and you know, they always find a way to get it done. So I hope for a good game, and best team will win. You know, I mean, I always say that, you know, learning from Ray and watching football a long time, good defense wins championships. So whoever plays the best defense is going to win. Nicole and I will be there to watch and to hopefully root on a good game. So I'm gonna hop off here, guys. I'm gonna go have lunch. Thank you all for tuning in. I can't thank you guys enough. And I will see you probably this week. I might pop on again this week, and I don't know, we'll have some fun. Maybe we'll get out there on the golf course, and we can get Jordan on here, and we can all have we can all have a good time. Take care, guys. Have a good Monday, and I will talk to you soon.